Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, episode
I
7.
don't remember, honestly. I probably should have looked.
And it's like there's such a gap between when we upload and what episode we're on that also I don't have the files, so I can't be expected to keep track of this shit.
That's fair.
Okay, so let's get right into it. There is something that was brought to my attention about something that we said
Okay.
in one of our earlier episodes that I feel I should bring up.
Yeah.
And that was our conversation on intros and how they're getting longer in the games.
Okay.
And one of the things that I thought at the time when I said it, but I didn't apparently bring up, and this is a fair point, is what I describe as an intro, or what I think of as an intro, and what other people think of as an intro are probably not the same.
Okay.
So I figure I should go into more detail about what I mean specifically when I say intro.
Okay.
Uh, to me, the intro of a game is. Oh, hang on. Check your stats really quickly.
What am I looking for?
Okay, yeah, you did use a tent. I was gonna say, it's like, can you rest in your own bed? Can you just spend the night in your own bed when you're infiltrating the castle? Because that would have been amazing.
I mean, it would.
But anyway, to me, is when the end of the intro is when the game starts letting you make some choices.
Okay.
So, for example, to me, the intro of Final Fantasy VI is everything up until the Siege of Narsh.
Okay, that helps me in zero ways whatsoever, but okay.
Yeah, I'll get. Okay, so Tales of Berseria.
Okay.
I recognize how to some people the intro would end after the prison, when you get to the ice island.
Okay.
But to me, it's pretty much still all intro stuff. I
Okay.
think it's kind of after you recruit what's his name? Ivan? Eisen? Yeah, Eisen.
Eisen.
Because I
Okay.
think that's when you can start choosing party members.
Yeah.
That's to me when the game feels like it starts.
Okay.
So when I say intro, I mean the point at which the game starts letting you make decisions. Even if it's a decision as rudimentary as who your party members are,
Yeah.
or lets you go places that aren't, strictly where you're supposed to go, whatever.
Okay.
So, I would consider uh, basically everything until you reach the end of time the first time, and Chrono Trigger is kind of intro
Okay.
by my metric,
Yeah.
or rather by my definition. Because up until that point, it's fairly linear, and you don't have a lot of choice in party, blah 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 blah. But after that,
Ouch. Oh, that didn't work.
after that, you can take whoever you want, and you start getting magic, and the game opens up.
Okay.
And Final Fantasy VII, I don't consider all of Midgard the intro to that game because you can still make certain choices in Midgard and party and things like that.
Okay.
Early Midgard, yes, but I don't think the whole thing is. No, at least I don't think.
Okay.
So I just wanted to clarify that. I think when I talk about newer games, their intros are longer. I mean the period of time until the game starts letting you have control.
Okay. That's yes and no. Because I'm trying to think of a good example, but there are still times where you have control, but it's not past the intro. I don't know. I want to say there's like a narrative intro and a mechanical
Gameplay intro.
which are sometimes, but not necessarily always, the same.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that.
So everything that you say, as far
It's
as
more
the
mechanic
the
space.
mechanic, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll agree
definitely.
with. But you know,
And that's all I'm saying is that basically.
yeah,
That's it.
okay.
I guess just clarifying that point.
Oh.
While you fight an extremely engaging boss fight.
Should probably assume of this fucker at some point.
Yay, he can move now.
Oh, damn, that stupid arm still isn't dead. It's annoying.
Yeah, the final boss of Chrono Trigger has made me absolutely hate fights where enemies can regenerate limbs.
God, that shit's so annoying.
Because in that fucking fight, the main core can regenerate. Remember, if you don't kill all three within the right time.
Wow, yeah.
And there's nothing more disheartening than having the fucking main core regenerate. And now whenever I play games that have regenerating limbs or whatnot, it's just, I never know. Can its fucking core regenerate?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a question.
Yeah.
Absorb MP, let's see if that works. Yeah.
Nom nom nom.
Shit,
Blood.
yes. That work? How much did he get?
Oh, not bad.
More than I was expecting, honestly.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
I was
reflected
expecting
somehow.
10 if it worked at all.
Yeah, right, me too. Oh, okay. There we go.
Ha! Nice. Kill it with a bunch.
Look, yeah, when you asked me that question earlier, exactly what you said was one of my things that I was thinking of too. When the game allows you to make choices is one of the signs of the ending and, you know, being over, or the beginning being over.
Mm-hmm.
With some games, once you recruit the characters, some not so much on that front. And then when they kind of stop feeding you tutorials all the fucking time. Were kind of my three signs.
Yeah, and I...
Oh shit.
Yep. You don't remember this?
I just forgot to get my magic back.
Yeah, this fight was first time I played this game. My first major roadblock.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember he does something weird that I'm supposed to care about. There's some mechanic to it, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think maybe you just have to use Thunder when the barrier is up.
I think you're right.
This was my first major roadblock, and then the Dark Elf was the second.
I don't remember a
For
Dark
me.
Elf.
Yeah. It's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, consider your barrier broken.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. It's like in Persona how the first dungeon is almost always the same because the personas are so limited.
Yeah, your first dungeon, it's a tutorial dungeon.
Yeah, and then after that, the game starts opening up.
Yeah.
So just because the intro might not, might be the everything leading up to the first dungeon, I still consider, and what you said about it being a mechanical limitation
The
is
first dungeon is still part of the intro as far as I'm concerned, because it's still the teaching scenario.
need that lightning, boy.
Oh, I'm trying to find it. She got it. Yeah, balls. Oh, that hurt.
That was a lot more painful in the original, or in the other version, I thought. Turtle defense. Something else we discussed, the person who brought the intro thing to my attention, that I'm curious what your opinion is.
Yeah? What's that?
Because it used to be in my head, I divided Western RPGs and JRPGs pretty solidly.
Okay.
But lately,
Oh,
there's still elements in which I divide them, but they're all kind of part of the RPG. I should say CRPGs more than Western RPGs.
Okay.
But they're all RPGs. And, yeah, it's more what I was expecting the last time.
Yeah. I wonder if I need to lightning him to get him out of this shell.
Worth a try.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Nope.
Do you cook him?
Okay, let's try cooking it. Don't cook him.
Damn. Worth a try.
It was worth a try.
But anyway, as I was saying, one of the things, the fundamental, or no, I shouldn't say fundamental, but one common difference between CRPGs and all other RPGs, really,
Okay.
is that because they derive more from Dungeons and Dragons in their origin, healing is very different.
Okay.
In that the role of healing is more for outside of battle than inside battle.
Okay.
Healing inside battle is usually not very effective. And if you have to heal during a battle, it usually means something's wrong with your strategy more than, like other games where it's just an expected part of the fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, that worked.
I know, right? The fuck was that? Bio?
Yeah, that was bio. Can, no effect.
Because it cost a fuck ton of mana. That's why it was effective. Oh shit.
Nice.
Okay. It worked.
Maybe he just goes into turtle defense when he's near death,
Maybe.
and it's just like you have to burn the last of his health. Who said that?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I guess it was Sid. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So as you were saying, you don't heal in CRPGs?
Not as much. I mean, you play Dragon Age
Yeah.
Origins, so you know that it's a little different. It's not as common.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that in Persona, there's a noticeable decline, not just Persona, but SMT as well, in the difficulty when you get Meteorama. First, when you get Media,
Yeah.
but then especially when you get Meteorama, the game starts to slip into easy mode.
Yeah.
Because you can, any damage you're dealt, you can pretty much instantly undo
So as long as you
with
just
very
have
little cost.
one person as the dedicated healer, you're generally not in.
A whole lot of danger.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I just... Is it a problem? Would you like to see it change? Is it just a difference of style? Like,
Honestly, I think that might just be a different style. I personally have no issue with it. I like the idea of having that other mechanic to consider in combat, of balancing healing and fighting.
but I guess I've never really seen it as a balance because there's almost no limitation.
So maybe that should be fixed, or changed, or somewhat adjusted.
Maybe increase the cost of healing spells so that they're not as easily abused.
That might work. Or I don't know, increase the, or change the way that they work so that they're not strictly just to give everyone a fuck ton of health type of heal. I don't know.
Get rid of group heals.
Either get rid of group heals or change how they work or something like that.
I mean, I think to address one thing that's going on in the actual game really quickly.
I really like that he tried Asuna and it didn't work.
But it's, I also don't get, like, if the walls are closing in and they turn themselves to stone, wouldn't the walls just push them over and keep closing in?
Maybe the wall pushing mechanism was really, really weak. And all it took was a pair of, medium-sized rocks to stop them from... I mean, yeah, you would think the walls would still keep pushing and it wouldn't work.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be exerting force. Once they're stone, they wouldn't be exerting force against the wall. Because that's your muscles pushing up against the walls. But if your muscles are stone...
Then it's just the, friction of the rock on the ground.
Yeah, like it's just gonna get toppled over.
They tried, and I don't know. I like that scene of the...
I know, it's just goofy.
But no, back to talking about healing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Since I main healers in the MMOs that I play, I like the idea of the healing. But
it's not so much that there is no healing in CRPGs, it's just, again, like I said, you can't just use it as an instant undo.
And see, and that's the thing, with some of those other ones too, you can't just use the heal as an undo.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
And I would like to see more variety in healing styles or types or spells.
Because I guess, to me, that's kind of what lends to... Because this person was also talking about Final Fantasy having more depth than I give it credit for. But because the games are so easy, they don't push you to
use
it.
Okay.
And I don't know whether he's right or wrong. It's more the idea that I think as long as you can heal so easily, most of the fights will just devolve into spamming your strongest spells and then healing when your HP gets low.
Yeah, and that works 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of boring.
And I'd say that's my problem with Final Fantasy, but it is hardly a Final Fantasy exclusive issue. And I think you've seen some games trying to push that. Not even recently. I think over the past few decades, like in Diablo 3, it, rather than having the potion belt and the potion spamming, they moved towards the pickups.
Yeah. That's not Troya. Where the fuck's Troya?
And then
I wonder if that's Troya.
I don't know. I know that's where you need to go at some point.
Hey, it's Troya.
Yeah. This is the part with the Dark Elf, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, you also have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, at least. I never played the first one, but you didn't really rely on healing spells in that. You regained your health through how you attacked. So I definitely think it's something that...
I don't know. It's like I'm always up for something different. I can't talk to him from up there. Tom. Talk to the pervy old man and I'll go to the store. Yeah, it is nice to see something different. And even with Arise, how they managed to mix no mana but still limiting your healing, I find interesting.
What was the last Tales game that had a dedicated healer? Was it Vesperia? I know Grace's had Sharia that was kind of a healer, but she's also kind of an offensive mage.
Yeah.
I guess Exilia had Elise. But then with Zestiria, yeah, there was no healers. And same with Berseria.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think anything that they can do to try and push away from that.
That standard just abuse your most powerful thing and heal, and that's it.
Yeah.
I get that. Alright, no one has any better stuff.
No, it's worth pointing out, though, that in the upcoming area, all your metal stuff will be no good.
No. Maybe I should go buy some extra leather armor or something. Oh shit, I have a fuck ton of potions, holy crap.
I mean, with your whole buying more leather armor thing, that's what I had, or that's what I did in the PSP version, but there are a lot of things that I did in the PSP version that don't seem to apply to this version because of the difficulty difference, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And the thing is, you also have to balance some of this shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted a game where going out felt like something you had to prep to do, and it was an adventure and blah blah blah.
Isn't that like the whole design around Dragon Quest?
No.
Well, it was the older ones at least.
But playing Pathfinder Kingmaker is like walking into a new place, and then there's a bunch of enemies, and then one of them just poisons you for a permanent level reduction. Or they're concealed, and you don't know how to deal with concealed, and like it can get really tiring.
Okay.
Like it's interesting, but it's also a bit extreme.
Yeah, that sounds like that could get old.
It's definitely not a game for everyone.
Huh.
That's a thing that'll never be a thing again.
Hidden items?
Yeah. In the grass.
Yeah, you kind of need a grid for that.
Well, no, I meant in this game.
Oh. Alright, well, it appears there's nothing in the... How do I get to that house? I just... Oh, this way? Yeah.
Yeah, use your legs, silly. Oh yes, this is where black chocobo is, or fat chocobo rather. Also known as they fly. That's all you need to know about them.
They can fly for some reason. Good to know. Alright, move, bitch. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Wrong
Is
direction.
there anything in the pot?
No.
Okay. I was hoping that when you went to check, the kid would move.
Yeah, that's kind of half the reason I went to go back and check.
Yeah. That old optimism that always gets me. Me and my silly optimism.
Alright, time to go find this cave that's supposedly northeast, I think he said, of here.
Go to the castle first.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a castle there.
So that you can see that Edward is alive. I mean, spoilers.
And on that note...
Roy! Troy!
Hi, little froggies! Hi, froggies!
I think this is like the water crystal. I don't fucking know.
Clerics over there. Just have dancers chilling in the castle, because why the fuck not? Without the crystal, Troya would be fucked. Well, guess what's about to go missing? Oh hey, it's already missing. Is there a room back here? Nope, there's no room back behind it.
I think if you kill the Dark Elf, they give you the crystal because you promised to absolutely not lose the crystal. Oh no, you lost the crystal.
Dark Elf is weak against metal.
Oh, you have to get it back. Okay.
Island to the northeast.
Oh, it's the Earth crystal.
Dark
See, it goes to show you there's no theming at all with the crystals.
Right, because it should have been the water crystal. Everything else about this fucking town is water themed.
Go back and go try to find Edward. I know he's in here somewhere.
In the castle?
Yeah.
He's not. He doesn't show back up like after I do the thing.
No, because there's a whole sequence where he saves you.
Oh, all right. Let's explore the castle. We're just about out of time, but we'll explore this castle first. Apparently, Edward's in here.
Hey man, I'm just telling you shit that I don't even know if it matters or not.
Alright. Damn it.
Liar.
I had to try.
Why would you lie to her?
Because I wanted free stuff.
Well, there you go. You got some free, useless item.
It was Bacchus's cider.
Probably restores some status ailment.
Probably. Way down here at the very bottom. Same effect
Oh,
as
Berserk.
Berserk.
Okay.
What's in here?
Tent.
And high potions. Ethers. And ruby rings. Which I feel like weren't equipable things. We're gonna...
They were,
Oh, they are.
yeah.
High evasion, man.
Not so much for him, but maybe other people. I don't know. Or they're just ass.
I mean, it's not that much worse for him.
Wasn't the silver armlet just better?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Sid doesn't have shit. Here, Sid can have the shitty thing. He's got nothing
I was gonna
else.
say, also, Sid is more of a front row fighter, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Here, Tella. You can have garbage.
Oh, no, I meant in terms of the rows.
Oh, is he not in? Why can't I give him the thingy? I
Because
don't
he just... He can't equip it, man.
Apparently he can't equip it. Oh, is he in the back row? Yeah, he is.
You're gonna have to switch the rows and then... Yeah, all this stuff. Smooth and easy like butter. If butter was made of sandpaper.
Alright. Well, Edward is not on that side. Now we will check this side.
Because no matter where you go, he is such a pain in the ass.
Well, this is nice music. Hell,
There he
it's
is.
Edward.
Told you.
There's a sick man resting here.
Disgusting. He talks about things like love. Gross. Nerd.
You'll only be a burden. Wow. Harsh.
And Ricky, I don't know. And then she comes back and she's like, I'm an adult now because Japan.
It's fine. Japan's fine with children too, so they didn't need to age her. That's creepy.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of what they do, isn't it?
Right?
The body of an adult, but the mind of a child versus
Yeah,
the
right?
mind of an adult, but the body of a child. So does that make it more or less creepy?
I don't know. I got a harp.
Nerd.
Is it not a fucking weapon?
Is it a key item?
Yeah. Oh, it's the one that can talk to other harps.
What? What?
Someone said that. No, I'm serious. Someone said that in the town. Damn, I'm gonna go find this fucking NPC now. God damn it, now I have to find
It's not
this.
that I don't believe you, it's that that's just so stupid. It's the harp that talks to other harps. What?
No, using the twin harp, you can talk to the person who holds the other twin harp no matter where they are.
So it's a radio?
Yes, but
It's a walkie-talkie and harp.
Is it this guy? No.
Oh my god.
Is it this lady? No. It's not the Sunbather. I don't know. They're in this town somewhere. I'm not gonna...
I love that. It's a fucking walkie-talkie and harp.
I'm not gonna go talk to everybody again. That's too much time. We're already past our time. Join us next time when we do more shit and he's done fucking being stupid about the fucking harps.
The harp radio. Fuck off.